Hey, what's going on, everybody? So this is the final assembly of the Prentiss number 3 vise, made around 1885 is again what I think it is. So this will be finishing part 2. But before we kind of get into the assembly, and I kind of want to just finish it up, at least finish up the Pour 15 2K urethane. So it came out pretty good. Not perfect, but pretty good. Like, there are some parts on here that definitely I could see some of the air bubbles in here, but like this is the bottom side. It's really not too bad. And to be honest, there's only a few places that I could probably actually see it, but I think at least 95 to 99% of them are going to be covered, so no big deal for me. Lesson learned on using the 2K urethane Pour 15. Number one, definitely let the 30-minute time elapse before you actually start putting it on to allow those air bubbles to get out, just so it's not excessive. And then, to be honest, although it takes a lot of time to go from coat to coat, I highly recommend you just do light coats, because in a couple of places, like on the slide, where I tried to go a little heavy, it didn't dry evenly. It's a little wavy. And to be honest, I think it might give me a little challenge when I assemble it today, but we'll see. Also, going light will prevent the bubbles, or at least make it very, very low probability of doing that. Every place where I went light at first and then went with the second coat, it actually came out looking really good. So although it takes more time, just plan that time so you don't get in a rush, and just give yourself like a weekend or 2 weekends if you have to, but take the time to do it. Overall, I think it's about I think it's gonna do what it's supposed to do. You know, I'll have to do a review later. Maybe I will, or maybe I won't, depending on if I see something or not. If I put it through a lot of abuse and it's holding up, I'll definitely do a review. But I don't want to just come back and only beat them up. So we'll probably come back and do a look and see how it comes later. Again, it's going to be here in my garage, not really under direct exposure to UV, so I didn't have to do the 2K urethane. I just put that on there for a little bit of added durability. You can even see where it's kind of starting to wear. I did a dry fit on the mount with the base, and even some of that already started to kind of chip away at it or wear it away. So I think when I put the super lube on it, maybe that'll help, but again, not too worried about it. But some of my feedback might be on where to put it and where not to put it. That's what I'm at least anticipating. So without further ado, I believe I got everything here that I need to do to assemble it, all with one piece. I know that I actually have it over here. I'm not going to be putting it on today, but later. I picked up a rod. Where are you at? Picked up a rod. I had to drill the part that goes in between here and here, that goes through and keeps this lock in place, preventing it from moving it around. Now, if I use the vise without it, as soon as there's pressure applied, it's not going to go anywhere. As a matter of fact, it will probably help me move it about more freely without having to put that metal pin rod through every time. So I'm not going to put that on right now, but I do have it on standby just in case later on I do want it. So it's time to send it. Let's do it. So, lesson learned. Shouldn't have probably put any 2K urethane and potentially any Pour 15 in there, so I'm going to have to drill that out a little bit.
The feeling's going through. It's always you. 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 Keep falling for you. Keep falling for you. Keep falling for you. Why'd you like it for this pain? It's like I'm going for insane. It's nothing left to say. It is time, let it be. Away from me, away from me. It's always you. 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 Keep falling for you. Keep falling for you. Keep falling for you.
So that's what I was a little concerned with, is that when this fits, it's very tight. And when I put the Pour 15 on directly, it fit fine, but putting the 2K urethane on, it was just a little too much. So unfortunately, I'm going to have to I'll probably get a Dremel tool and just make quick work of in there or in here, depending on, ideally I want to get in here, but if not, then I'll get in here, or maybe I'll have to do both. So let me pull out my Dremel.
Clock is ticking, time for the weekend, work is coming to an end. I got my eyes wide open, savoring the moment, trying to breathe it all in. If I could slow down the clock, I would.
So I'm thinking the part that's actually sticking is this in here. Alright, we'll just keep moving a little bit at a time until we get to fit.
By my side, tell me you're ready for the ride. You know we're gonna make it last all night. So let's just take our time.
Yeah, I found it. It's on this inner loop in here, so I'm gonna take this Pour 15 down to metal, and then we'll just keep it treated. The rust prevention will be some lubricant. Here we go.
If I could slow down the clock, I would. When I'm with you, I just feel so good. I'd replay every single night.
have my Prentiss #3 vise all complete. You know, a couple of things that I wanted to kind of touch on that I was thinking, I don't remember if I don't believe I addressed it, but I chose to go with the color black. Basically the Pour 15, just standard color, and go over with the clear, because when I was removing some of the paint, when I was doing the restoration, I saw it was black, which kind of makes sense to me, at least if it is, you know, 1885, they probably didn't really care too much for colors. They just needed something that works. So couple of casualties, you know, had to readjust, but overall the vise is in good working shape, and I'm excited to get one of these vices mounted. And so that's my question to you guys. If you comment down below and let me know, which vise should I use for my bench? Should I go with the 1885 Prentiss #3, which is 4.5 inches compared to 3.5, or do I go with the Colombian vise, which I believe is somewhere around 1925, smaller but made with steel? So I don't anticipate doing anything crazy heavy or anything, but this vise definitely is a lot more heavy duty and should be able to take anything I do. But which vise would you select? And then, yeah, comment down below. And I'm going to try to at least allow the 7 viewers or 20 views that I get occasionally on my videos to chime in. So please chime in before I start installing. But next video, I'm going to start installing it on this bench. I'm going to put one of these vices on the bench, then I'm going to put the legs on, and then I need to go ahead and I'm probably going to put it right behind me, because I got recycling building up due to COVID. This recycling center is not open here in San Diego. So I want to go ahead and start getting things situated and in place, because this thing takes up a lot of real estate and want to get it knocked out. I'm excited to get it done. It's been a long time coming on here. But anyways, so thank you for watching me for the video. I hope you enjoyed it. It was a learning experience for me, and I may even do some restorations later, for the intent probably to restore them and then sell them. But between these two, I don't have any intent on selling them. I'm just gonna keep them, but at least one of them I'm gonna use right now. So let me know. Thank you for watching.